Hello there children, welcome to the first activity for our EYFS at Home Tell a Fairy Tale Day. So I wonder if you've been able to work out which fairy tale you think we might be dressed as. I'll tell you, it's Sleeping Beauty. So we're going to tell you the story of Sleeping Beauty now. And if you know the beginning, you can join in. It goes long, long. You ready? Here we go. Long, 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 long. Long ago, far away from here, there was a kingdom. And in the kingdom, there was a king and a queen. And they just had a baby daughter who they named Aurora. And they had a big party to celebrate. And they invited lots of friends and lots of family. They also invited some fairy godmothers to give some special gifts to the baby. There was another fairy godmother in the kingdom who they did not invite. She was a bit old and a bit grumpy, and sometimes she could be a bit scary. So they said, we won't invite her. We'll just have the others instead. And so one by one, the fairy godmothers stepped forward and gave their gifts to the baby. One of them said, I give you kindness. One of them said, I give you beauty. One of them said, I give you the ability to sing like the birds. One of them said, I give you bravery. Another said, I give you the ability to be kind and good to everybody, even when they are not being kind to you. And so it went on. All these beautiful gifts were being given to the baby. Just as the last fairy godmother was about to step forward, the old, grumpy fairy godmother arrived. How dare you have this party without inviting me? I'll teach you. I will set a spell on your child. When she is 16, she will prick her finger on a spinning wheel and she will die. Ha 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 ha. And off she went. Oh my goodness me, said the queen. You must do something, she said to the king. We cannot let this happen. The king turned to the remaining fairy godmother and said, can you do something? Can your magic overpower it? No, she said, I am not as strong as her, but I can make it better. Your daughter will still prick her finger when she's 16 on a spinning wheel, but she will no longer die. Instead, she will fall into a sleep for 100 years, as will you all. That's the best I can do. Oh, well, thank you for trying. But the very next day, the king sent out a special message to everybody who had a spinning wheel in their house. You must bring it to the castle, he said, and he made a big bonfire with them all, and they set the flames going. There, he said to his wife, we don't need to worry now. There is not a spinning wheel left in the county. In the kingdom, in fact. Aurora is safe. And so the Princess Aurora grew up, and she was beautiful and kind. She could sing, and she was very brave and liked to climb the trees. And on the morning of her 16th birthday, she said to her parents, I'm just going to go and walk around the castle. We'll see you soon, dear. We've got a lovely gift for you. And off Aurora went. She found herself by a tower she'd never seen before. How strange, she thought. I know. I'll go and see. So she started to climb the stairs. Can you climb with me? She went up and up and up and up and up until she found herself in a little tiny room. And in that room, there was an old lady with a spinning wheel and a bed. Nothing else. Oh, what's that? Said the Princess Aurora. I've never seen one of those before. It's a spinning wheel, child. Sit down and I will show you how it works. As soon as Princess Aurora sat down and stretched her finger out, she pricked her finger on the needle. Oh, she yawned. Oh, I feel very sleepy. She made her way to the bed. She climbed on it, and soon she was asleep. Can you snore? It wasn't just her, though. Everybody in the palace was fast asleep. The king and queen were asleep on their thrones. The cook in the kitchen was asleep by his stove. The dogs were asleep. The cats were asleep. The servants were asleep. Everybody was fast asleep. And soon people forgot the castle was there. Trees started to grow. Can you make them grow, children? They grew until they covered the whole of the castle, and nobody could could see it. 100 years passed by, and then along came a handsome prince on his horse. And he saw the forest and he thought, goodness me. And he spotted through the trees a building. It looks like a castle. I'll go and look. And he got his sword. Have you got your sword? And he slashed his way through the forest until he found himself by the castle. How strange, he said. Everybody is fast asleep, even the cats and the dogs. He started to look around in all the rooms and he found himself at the bottom of the tower where Princess Aurora was. He climbed up and up and up the steps, and when he found Princess Aurora, there she was on the bed. Oh, goodness me, he said, she's very beautiful. And he leant down and gave her a kiss on her cheek. Princess Aurora stretched. Can you stretch, children? Oh, she said, who are you? I am the prince. Oh, where are my mum and dad? I'll take you to them. And so the prince led Princess Aurora down the stairs into the throne room where the king and the queen were just waking up. Oh, my goodness me, it's so lovely to see you. We've been so worried. How did this happen? Well, if you don't mind, Your Majesty, I saw Aurora and I gave her a quick kiss on her cheek and then she woke up. You have saved her from the spell. You may marry her. And so that is exactly what happened, children. And guess what? They lived happily ever after. Oh, children, we hope you enjoyed the story of Sleeping Beauty. It's a well-loved fairy tale, and our next activity is going to be all about it, but we're going to do something with a song. We'll see you soon.